This is like the TikTok cup that every like basic white girl has. It's me. I'm the basic white girl. Hello, my name is Deanna Barricella. I'm a tattoo artist here at Inked NYC, and I'm here to look at some of my work. I am 1 out of 5 children in an Italian household. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. My parents had their hands full. All of my siblings had something to do. Like they were either in dance class, basketball, gymnastics. When it came to me, for some reason, my parents didn't put me in anything. I don't know if it's because I'm the middle child, but it was like, all right, Deanna will just stay home and occupy herself. So that's what I did. And I found my happiness in crayons and markers and a bunch of construction paper. I loved people's reactions to when I gave them a piece of my art, whether or not it was good or not. Like it was that I wanted. Like I wanted people to just be proud of what I was giving them. So I got into tattooing before high school because my father went to go get a half sleeve of me and my siblings' faces on his arm. And of course, being artistic, I wanted to see how it was done. So before his appointment, I drew the portraits and I presented it to the artist and I was like, here, use this, they're fantastic. After my dad's session, my dad is really proud of what I do. So he was, bragging about me to this artist. And at the end, he was like, if you're ever interested in this seriously, come back to me when you're a little bit older with a portfolio and we could see what we'll do. He told me that he was looking into opening up his own shop. I called him when I was like 17 with a built up portfolio and he offered me an apprenticeship after that. It's so much fun to create every day and then to have a client leave with your artwork on them and be so happy and excited about it, hopefully. That's the goal. I haven't had anyone not happy, so that's good. It's an adrenaline rush when somebody's happy with what you've created and it keeps you going. It makes you want to be better. Yep, I did that. This was my first realistic tattoo, and I was scared. I can't really remember if he was a walk-in or not, and they were just like, Deanna, do you want to do this? And I was like, am I able to do this? And my mentor was just like, well, you won't find out until you do it. And I was like, okay. So then I did it, and I was very happy with it. I showed everybody this tattoo when I was done. I literally walked him around the shop and I was like, look at what I did. I was very happy that he trusted me because I told him I'm an apprentice and I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing. I took my time. I was really slow, patient. It made me feel a little bit more confident about my career. I would probably change the background now. It seems a little bit like an add-on, but I remember him wanting some kind of geometric thing in the back. I would probably add a few more elements just so it's not that little triangle thing. Give it a little bit more life. If he wants to come back, he can. I could add to it. This one was fun. I remember the composition being a challenge because I initially planned this out and then my client came in and he is a very tall man. So his arm was like triple the size that I thought it was. As a person who likes to be very prepared, whenever that happens, in my mind, I freak out for like 5 minutes and then I go in the back, I breathe, I'm like, all right, no big deal, I'll get this done. That's like half the battle, is just making it to fit that person.
How many St. Michaels have you done, do you think?
Not that many. I will do more. People make fun of me every time I do one, but I don't care. Everybody named Michael wants a St. Michael. You just come to me, I'll do it. I won't complain. St. Michael's, Brooklyn Bridges, it's okay, I'll do them. I won't make fun of you, it's okay. This is a collab I did on my brother with Justin Sandelli. I wanted to learn from Justin, so I was like, hey, let's tattoo together. And he was like, yeah, totally down. We just have to find a canvas. And I was like, I know the perfect one. His name is John Maffio and he will get anything tattooed on him as long as it's free. So with this collab, we went into it like he wanted to see how I did micro things. I wanted to see how he did larger scale work. So we knew that we wanted those two elements in this piece. So we designed it together. He came over for dinner one day and we sat down with my brother right there too. And we designed the whole thing. And then the day of the tattoo, I started from the bottom and he started from the top and then we met in the middle. It was that easy. I love Justin's style. I love all of his tattoos. Everything he does is so crisp and smooth, and he always works on really large pieces and has really big like gradients. And that's something that I feel like I struggle with a little bit, to get like a nice smooth plane. So I wanted to see how he approached it, and yeah. But I love this piece. I still love it. I love that I get to see it on my brother every day too, like every time I see him. I love a good butterfly. These were good. This is a little bit of color, which I don't normally do. I like it. I don't know. Something like this with a little bit of color, I feel comfortable enough to tackle. It's usually larger scale color work that I will say no to, because I just don't think I can execute it as well as a lot of color realism artists can, so just like go to them. Like black and gray ink is just a lot more liquid. Color is like toothpaste, depending on what brand or color you're using. It's just not something I'm used to, and I feel like you have to, you know, apply a lot more pressure to get it in and have it stick and stay saturated even when it heals. And that's just not something I like to do when I tattoo. Like everything I do is in very light layers. I have a specific list of things that I don't do and usually turn down, and it's usually large color, dragons, phoenixes, is that how you say that? I don't even know. Tribal, just stuff that isn't my style. I don't want somebody to just get an okay tattoo. I want them to get a great tattoo they're gonna love. So if I feel like I'm just gonna do an okay job, it's not for me. I want them to get the best. I love that tattoo. It was so much fun to do. I love Nintendo 64, and I love all the little details that were in the game cartridge labels, and to be able to do that in a tattoo was just incredible. Like, I love little details. There's nothing better than writing Nintendo so freaking small. So usually when I paint the Nintendo cartridges, I look for wear and tear. But with this, we kept it clean and crisp, like a new cartridge. When I would paint them, I would get actual cartridges that like people marked up when they were kids or like ripped. Like, I know that all of my Nintendo cartridges that I had as a child either had Deanna, Amanda, or Christina written on it, because me and my sisters just had to make sure that we claimed them, and that was our cartridge, like, don't touch my cartridge. So I like to capture that, because it gives it a little bit more personality and life, like history of the Nintendo cartridge. It's the nostalgia of it that I love. Like, I love that everyone has a story about playing GoldenEye. Everyone remembers a very specific moment in their life when they were playing it, what they were doing, who they were with, if they fought and threw a controller at their sibling. I love that. Like, there's nothing else that brings me more joy. There it is, and I finally painted it. That was after. Full circle moment, guys. These are good. These are some of my favorite paintings, actually. So like, I started the Nintendo ones when I was in college, and I enjoyed making them so much. And again, it brought back that feeling of nostalgia and, you know, childhood. So I was like, let's make a bunch of these, because let's see if I can get reactions from other people. And then the bacon, egg, and cheese one, my friend actually approached me and he was like, let's do a series of really popular New York City Instagram foods. And I was like, that's great, I love food. So I did that. I love painting. I love painting, I love drawing. It's very therapeutic. No matter what, when I'm creating, my mind goes off and I'm just in it. Like, I'm doing, and the whole world goes away. And that's my favorite part of either painting, drawing, or tattooing, is just my mind shuts off and I'm in the moment. Looking at everything, it makes me want to go create more. While I was in school, I was like, maybe I'll be a teacher. Maybe I'll do sugar cookies for the rest of my life. Like, I was trying to think of like a safer route. Tattooing felt like more of a risk. Like, nobody I know tattoos for a living.
And so what were the things that you realized that this was like, it worked for you?
Doing it every day made me realize like it could work. Just not giving myself another option. You know, it made it easier to go into this full force. Like, I was so happy working, which I've never really felt before. And that's everything. Not a lot of people could say that.